Hi everybody. Glad to see everybody here today. I'm Dave Bogema. I'm the Senior Director of Product Management at VI-DataDrive. And today I wanted to share with you some of our latest products and technology advancements. So, to start with VI-DataDrive, our mission is to help you win the virtual the Zero Prototype Challenge, to help you innovate faster. And we do that through a combination of driving simulators, simulation software, and hill systems. So today, my first announcement is for a new type of driving simulator. But before we get into that, I wanted to kind of set the stage. 2 years ago, we announced the Compact FSS simulator. This was the first simulator ever to combine vehicle dynamics and NVH in one simulator. In this simulator, we could have accurate motion, vibration, and sound all in one simulator, simulating accurately from 0 to 20 kilohertz. We have one of these here today, and you can definitely try that out. So last year, we took that a step further. Our next step in our multi-attribute journey was the driver in motion full spectrum simulator. So this expanded on that concept of being able to have accurate motion and vibration and sound, and put this on top of a dim simulator. So you could have full 6 degrees of freedom, high displacement motion, along with accurate sound and vibration. So it gives you an extremely immersive experience and gives you a place where you can evaluate several different attributes of the vehicle all at once. So over the last 10 years, we have been developing simulators with higher peak accelerations, lower latency, just improved dynamics overall. So this year we're announcing the next step in that evolution, the HexaRev. So the HexaRev is a 6 degree of freedom motion platform, unlike any other. You can see that it's a very simple design. It has basically 6 motors that are essentially connected directly to the cockpit. So there's no ball screws, no gears, no belts, no chains, nothing that can create extra noise or vibration or add mechanical latency to the system. So the response is immediate, and it is a very quiet system. The other advantage to this system is that it has a much larger overall motion envelope when you're doing combined motions than a traditional 6 degree freedom system. So when you have a traditional 6 degree freedom system, as you have multiple degrees of freedom active at the same time, your overall motion envelope kind of shrinks. So what I'm showing here is over on the left is overlaid the motion envelope of the HexaRev with a traditional 6 degree of freedom system of the same size for simple motions. And they cover about the same range of motion. But as you start adding in multiple degrees of freedom, as you start getting more complex motions, the HexaRev maintains a much larger overall motion envelope. So it gives you a much bigger dynamic space to work with. If you combine the HexaRev with the HyperDock, which is our carbon fiber cockpit that we launched last year, this turns it into a FSS simulator. Again, able to simulate that whole range from 0 to 20 kilohertz. So this gives you an incredibly immersive system with a full 6 degree of freedom motion. So HexaRev is our latest announcement in terms of our motion platforms, and we're very excited to announce that. It really is a watershed moment in terms of motion simulation. Next, I want to talk about DataDrive. So our latest product in the digital space is called VI-DataDrive Cloud. So the VI-DataDrive concept is really about how we generate more data, understand that data, get insights into that data. So today, when we're developing vehicles, they're more complex than ever, but we have to develop them faster than ever. So we're developing these vehicles with more and more tests faster and faster, but we need to be able to get insights into that data, understand that data. And that's what the DataDrive concept is all about, is how do we do that? Our first product in the DataDrive suite is called VI-DataDrive Cloud. VI-DataDrive Cloud is really focused on VI car real-time. And if you look at how we normally use VI car real-time, you would sit at your workstation, you would build your models, you would define your tests, you would run those simulations at your local workstation, and you would then analyze the results again at that local workstation. What we're doing here is really changing that paradigm and still allowing you to design the test at your local workstation, but then upload that to the cloud, and then run lots of simulations in parallel. What this enables you to do is process a lot more data. And if you're doing things like complex DOEs, if you're doing max performance events that take a lot of time, this enables you to do far more than you could ever do on one workstation. It really takes the limits off of the time limits off. So you can do a lot of parallel processing up there and then actually analyze that data up there. The other thing that you can do when it's in the cloud is share it with your team. So people don't have to wait for you to share your results that are on your local workstation with them. It's available to them. They can see it. They can work with that. They can take your models, do other things with them. So it really enables not only faster data processing, and we're gaining like orders of magnitude by doing this in terms of the amount of data we can process, but also enables better sharing of that data. So overall, results in faster decision making, increased flexibility, and better teamwork amongst your team. Another product we just recently launched is the Compact HMI Simulator. When you're evaluating HMI concepts, you really need to have the driver in the loop, because while you can develop a lot, at the end of the day, it's really the driver who decides whether that HMI is good enough or not. You really have to, at some point, put the driver in the loop. So we developed the Compact HMI Simulator is highly configurable. So this can basically simulate any kind of vehicle cockpit, from a sports car to a large SUV. The dash and the steering wheel are fully adjustable. The pedals adjust in 3 degrees of freedom, so fore, aft, lateral, vertical. Seats, the same thing, fore, aft, lateral, vertical. So it's highly configurable. You can really get it set up to any shape or size of car that you need. It comes with 3 screens that you can put any content on that you want, but it's also very easy to add your own screens. So you can really configure the cockpit any way you want. And all of the motions here are controlled by a touchpad. So if you have a configuration for a sports car and one for an SUV, you can literally in a couple of seconds go between the sports car configuration and the SUV configuration. Now, what really makes this unique, though, is not just that it's highly configurable. That at least gets you to a point where you're in the right position, you can reach the controls properly, things like that. What really makes this unique is that it's also a fully functioning real-time driving simulator. So that means that you can drive the vehicle in different environments, different scenarios, and try out your HMI concepts in a simulator rather than having to go on the road. So you can do things like, okay, good, so you're trying to adjust something, or you're trying to use part of the ADAS system or something like that, and it's raining and it's dark out and there's heavy traffic and a dog runs out in front of you. How does the person respond to that? things that would be really hard to do in real life. You can set up all sorts of different scenarios here. So we're really excited about this. This is a really great product for evaluating HMI. I also want to mention that we just released the VI Grade Software Suite 2025.2. That's available for download right now. That's running on all the demos here today, so that's what you're going to see here. Very excited about this. One particular feature I'm going to mention is in World Sim. We now support headlights and can do very accurate headlight simulation. So that's something also you can check out here, but very impressive. So today we have several presentations. I'm personally very excited to see all the presentations we have today. I also want to mention that about a month ago, we held our Global Zero Prototype Summit in Udine, Italy, where we had 2 full days of presentations. All of those were live streamed. We recorded those live streams. So if you'd like to see more, go out to our vigrade.com website, check out the presentations there. You can watch everything that was there. All right, thank you very much.